Well, as a new teacher, I found class meetings to be a powerful way to form a community in my classroom and also teach my students how to solve their own problems. And at the beginning of the year, I found I had a lot of discipline problems, a lot of students coming in from recess with behavior issues out on the playground. And I talked to my new teacher advisor, and he suggested class meetings. And he went through the process and illustrated to me how to set a class meeting up. There are two main components to a class meeting. We start out by giving each other compliments. The students are seated in a circle, and I have what I call a talking stick that we pass around, and the student who's holding the stick gets to do the talking. Would anyone else like to give a compliment? Okay, Miguel, I'll hand you the talking stick. Did you have a compliment for Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell Chris your compliment?
Chris, you are my bestest friend in the whole wide world. You are nice, and you are friendly, and you are my bestest friend.
Okay. And Chris, what do you say when someone gives you a compliment?
Thank you.
That was a very nice compliment. Thank you, Miguel. Would anyone else like to give a compliment? Okay, hold up. I illustrated at the beginning of the year what a compliment is, how do compliments make you feel. And we pass the stick around and each student gives a compliment. And then we move on to the problem-solving component of the meeting. And I have a box, I just use an old shoe box, and with pieces of paper next to it. And after recess, the students may come in, and if they have a problem they want to talk about in the meeting, they write it down on their paper and put it in the box. And then the next morning, I will draw problems out of the box, and we'll have that student talk first and talk about their problem and how it makes them feel. Okay, it looks like someone in our class has been having trouble out on the playground. Someone was calling them names out on the playground. How do you feel if someone calls you names on the playground?
We feel sad.
Makes you feel sad, doesn't it? Has anyone here ever been called names on the playground? Miguel? Has anyone ever called you names on the playground? What happened?
I feel very bad.
I'll ask the rest of the class to think of ideas of how we could solve this problem together. What is something that Miguel can do about this?
I would tell a teacher that's in the playground.
Do you think he could talk to the person that's calling him names? You think he could talk to that person? What do you think he could say to that person? From the beginning of the year to the end, I watched as class meetings just set the tone for my classroom. I do them every morning, first thing in the morning. I noticed any day I didn't have a class meeting, the day did not usually go as well. And I found that the students were solving their own problems, welcoming new students into the classroom, giving each other compliments, and it formed a powerful community in my room.